I mean, come on, listen, yeah. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Nah. Yo, wagwan people. All right, so I came across this video on my recommended feeds. It's called Comedians on Gold Diggers, and I figured, you know what, it looked like it could be an interesting video. Maybe get a few laughs in there. Maybe make a few points in there. You know how comedians could have very interesting takes on things. I figured, let's watch this. Let's check it out. Let's see if we can get a few jokes. Let's see if we could figure out what we're supposed to look out for when it comes to the gold digging community. But anyway, let's press play. See what the comedians gotta say.
Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
But she does have several shovels, picks, and panning sluices strapped to her burrow.
Oh, well.
A man's test in life is a woman.
You know, I'm not gonna say that's true for everyone because, well, I mean, you know, right? But, yeah.
Men have nice cars. Not because they like nice cars, because they know women like nice cars. If a man could fuck a woman in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house.
I mean, come on. Listen, yeah. Here's the thing, like, real talk. I mean, of course, like, yeah, you shouldn't be chasing after a woman who only really likes you for what you can buy her and, you know, material stuff and that kind of thing. But, I mean, let's be honest here. There are some girls out there that, yeah, like, I mean, I've met a few, you know, that it's all about, you know, what can you buy me, you know, how much can you spend, and that whole thing. And it's like, bro, that's not me, fam. That is not me. Like, I'm not that guy who's gonna be like, yeah, buy you this, buy you that, buy you this, buy you that, buy you this, but nah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with, you know, paying because, you know, it's a nice thing to do, it's a kind thing to do, whatever. But to be the guy who's just like buying girls stuff just to impress her and trying, that's not me. But yeah, I've definitely met a few girls like that. Definitely met a one or two like that. He's not speaking untruths. But yeah, for real, that's not the type, well, it's not the type of girl I'm chasing after, and probably shouldn't be the type of girl you should be chasing after. But of course, each to their own. You do you. I'm not here to judge. But anyway.
Because women got too much advice about men from other women. And they don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Listen, yeah, and this goes for guys as well, but I reckon, at least in my experience, I think women probably do it more, but guys do this too still. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Don't take advice from your bitter single friends. Like, if you've got some bitter single friend, you know, that they hate men, or like they're just constantly bitter all the time, that's not the one you take advice from. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to meet somebody, don't take advice from your bitter single friends, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl. I'm not saying don't take advice from your single friends, because they might have some insight, they might have some interesting, good points to make. I'm saying don't take advice from your bitter single friends.
They say on the cover, 100 ways to please your man by some lady. Ain't no 100 ways. That list is 4 things long. Just suck his dick, play with his balls, and then fix him a sandwich and don't talk so much.
You gotta come home and find the missing chromosomes? Are you out of your fucking mind? You know who could cure that? Hey, the vet. Where are you?
These divorce settlements, can anybody make sense of these fucking things? Tiger Woods' wife, $250 million. She's a babysitter.
Think we're about to get into it now. Okay. What you saying, Bill? What you saying?
Justify it. What, he cheated on her? I don't give a fuck. Shouldn't that relationship been over right then? Why did she hang around like some jaded cop for 3 years trying to get her fucking pension? Dude, there is an epidemic of gold-digging whores in this country. And every night I put on the news, why is it so quiet in here? God.
What was it? Eddie Murphy was saying that back in, I can't remember if it was Raw or Delirious, but it's like one of his AC stand-ups where he talks about we get divorced, that she takes half. But yeah, it was. I guess it's a thing that's been around a while. And I mean, look, I ain't no divorce lawyer. I don't understand these things. I feel like, of course, if you're getting divorced, like, I mean, that rhymed. But yeah, I mean, you think like, you know, it should be a fair settlement in terms of, okay, you don't want somebody just out on the street. I mean, the marriage didn't work out, at the very least, at some point, that was somebody that you loved. So, you know, you don't want to see them out on the street and that kind of thing, or just like struggling. So I feel like, yeah, you should make sure that they're okay. But, yeah, when you hear about somebody's settlements and you just think, wait a minute, wait a minute, like how much do you need to be okay? Like I'm sure it's not that much, but was it hang out for 3 years like a JD can't wait for the pension? Just saying, you do you. You do you. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to laugh.
Yeah.
But the original gold digger
Yeah.
is the guy that married a chick and gets this
Money
fucking
to
farm.
take her. Oh yeah. Is that? I have
We
to learn more about
invented
that.
gold digger. Like,
I'm not sure if I'm hearing it right or what's the way to explain it, but the way I understand a dowry is that if you are wanting to marry somebody, you pay the woman some money, or you give them some items, or either that, or maybe you pay the father of the bride, the father of the woman you want to marry, some items. I guess back in the day it was like goats and things like that. So that would be the dowry that the man would pay to marry the woman. The way it sounds like explaining it is that the person gets the man who wants to marry the woman gets the money. I may have to double check and look it up, but I've always understood it as the man who is marrying the woman pays either the woman some money or pays the father of the woman some money to marry the woman, and not that he gets money to marry the woman. But yeah, I don't think dowries exist no more. Well, unless you count wedding rings. I guess that kind of counts.
You're goat diggers.
you're gold diggers. Yes, dude.
Goat digger.
To me, you don't pose on a private jet and throw all your watches.
Yeah, and they go like, what the hell?
Why? Girls just use me
They
for
don't
my
like
money.
me,
It's
but
like,
it's like you don't have.
Yeah,
didn't
no, that's
show me anything
that's
else.
true.
Like, girls do the same thing.
If you got a front with all the money and do all that Instagram posing where it's like, oh yeah, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, leading with your money first and everything else, yeah, don't be surprised that you attract a woman who just cares about your money. Like, if that's what you're presenting, that's what you're putting out into the world, don't be surprised that's what you attract,
before, when I dated guys that had money, it's like, do you want to go to the place I can afford? Don't get
Yeah.
mad at me
Yeah.
because
Have
we're
you
going
ever
to the
been to
Four
the
Seasons.
Radisson? Yeah.
You don't want to go to the
Yes.
Radisson. You know, I'm happy to not take your money, but we're staying at the Radisson.
Yeah, that was interesting. I like that video. It was funny. It was had some interesting points in there. But yeah, it was like the last few points have been made. Is that, look, if whatever it is you are presenting, and if you attract that to thing that you're presenting, and then it's like, yo, what you want? What you want, man? What you want? It's like you're putting that out into the world. Oh, I mean, I don't know. How would you find a gold digger? I guess it's in terms of like how, outside of actually digging for gold. I guess it's if you say in a relationship, typically a woman, not necessarily only a woman, but a person who is only interested in another person because they have money. And I feel like not necessarily that a rich person, but just only interested in that person for, the things they can buy them, for the places they can take them, that sort of thing, for them paying for it. That's how I feel you can define gold digger in a modern sense, that, you're just with that person solely because of what they can do. And I don't feel like it necessarily has to be a rich person. Like, even if it's just like some regular schmegular guy, but you're only there because, he's gonna take you to the chicken shop that you don't have to pay for anymore. You're only there because he's gonna, that sort of thing. It's like, maybe that's kind of, maybe that's not quite gold digging. Maybe that's more cubic zirconia digging, right? And in the end, I think it's just down to what is it that you want out of life. I mean, there are guys out there who just care about getting the pussy, and they don't care what they got to do to get the pussy. And if that means that, they got a front like they got money, or even if they have money and like put that out, and they attract the type of woman that just cares about that, as long as they get their pussy, that's all they care about. And if that's you, look, I'm not here to judge. But if you're leading with, how much money you got and how much status you got, how much, I'll see over this company, manager of this and the other, don't be surprised when all the, gold digging whores come crawling out the woodworks, because that's what you're presenting. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the gold diggers. Let me know if you are a gold digger. Let me know if you've been gold dug. Let me know. But yeah, drop any suggestions or recommendations in the comments. Send them through and I'll see what I can do. Like, share, subscribe, because we're doing this thing. More videos on the screen. Check out my other channels as well. Be much appreciated. That's going to be it for the minute. So guys, until whenever, if ever, peace.